Now that we've been enlightened, I'm sure you all can't wait to get your hands on this product. I know I want one. Who doesn't want to stay fit and healthy, right? Of course, we need to thank the man who discovered this powerful formula, which is able to bring us such impressive benefits. Allow me to introduce to you Dr. Julien Cases. With a PhD in human nutrition, Dr. Julien Cases is an expert of the biological benefits of polyphenols. Julien worked in many well-known companies such as Green Tech, Naturist, and Scaline Nutrition. After over 15 years of leading clinical research programs, Julien joined Fytexia in 2013 and became Director of Innovation and Scientific Affairs in 2016. He manages innovation programs, product development, and leads the clinical research program of the company. Julien is both an author and a reviewer in peer-reviewed scientific journals. We have prepared a short clip to let you know more about Dr. Julien Cases.
Sinetrol is an ingredient developed by Fytexia and promoting an improvement of body composition, working specifically on the adipose tissue to reduce the excess of fat mass.
Hello, I'm Dr. Julien Cases. I'm the scientific director of Fytexia. I've been working on polyphenols now since more than 20 years, mainly in a cross-collaboration project worldwide, mainly in Europe. We are working on the body weight management because overweight and obesity are the major cause of the rise of metabolic diseases and non-communicable diseases worldwide. So sinetrol is an ingredient which is based on the benefits of polyphenols, mainly flavonoids, from grapefruit, orange, and from caffeine coming from guarana. The main polyphenols we have within sinetrol are naringin coming from grapefruit and hesperidin coming from orange. So the daily dose of sinetrol is 630 mg, and this daily dose has been approved by many health authorities and regulation worldwide in many countries.
Sinetrol is playing a role at the adipocyte level through a mechanism of action mimicking the beiging of adipocytes. Indeed, it exists three types of cell storings of fat mass. First, we have the white adipose sites, are unilocular or single cavity fat droplets. They are involved in storing fat and are organized into distinct depots that are present in widespread locations in the body. White adipose tissue is the most common adipose tissue in the human's body, and its main action is the storing of fat mass. The maintenance of this tissue does not require high energy expenditure. Then we have the brown adipocytes. They are multilocular or multiple cavity fat droplets. They are involved in adaptive thermogenesis, which refers to energy expenditure under conditions of specific physical activity and energy intake. They contain a high number of mitochondria, which have a brown coloration, and have a high encoupling activity, called here the high UCP, to adapt thermogenesis to the needs. The third transitory phenotype, or beige adipocytes. It is also made of multiple cavity fat droplets showing average mitochondria with encoupling activity involved in adaptive thermogenesis. The beiging effect occurs when adipocytes within white adipose tissue develop features of brown adipose tissue. Beige adipocytes take on a multilocular appearance containing several lipid droplets and increase the expression of encoupling protein. In doing so, these normally energy-storing adipocytes become energy-releasing adipocytes. Heavily studied over the past decade, its mechanism of action is supported ex vivo investigations on human adipocytes, but also preclinical studies. The active compounds entering the formula of sinetrols have been heavily characterized, and the efficacy of sinetrol in rebalancing body composition has been confirmed with several clinical studies.
So sinetrol is an ingredient which is coming from a long-term program, now more than 10 years. First, we have studied the mechanism of action to better understand how the polyphenols from sinetrol were working on the metabolism of energy inside the adipose cell.
Let's now dive into the mechanism of action of sinetrol. Under physiological conditions, the metabolism of fatty acids helps to produce energy. CAMP is secreted under adrenergic induction. The phosphodiesterase maintains a normal concentration in CAMP, which regulates the lipolytic activity of our cells. The release of free fatty acids from our fat cell is converted into ATP, sustaining the energetic metabolism and heat. Non-used FFAs are restored in white adipocytes. The citrus polyphenols contained in sinetrol specifically inhibit an enzyme called phosphodiesterase. The inhibition of the phosphodiesterase stimulates the cyclic AMP, which leads to an increase of the release of the fat out from the fat cells. When sinetrol is consumed, the triglycerides contained in the fat cell will be cut, releasing a glycerol skeleton and 3 free fatty acids. The free fatty acids become small enough to get out from the fat cells. The release of the free fatty acids contributes to the reduction in the size of the lipid droplets. Mechanistic studies show that sinetrol helps to increase cyclic AMP on cellular models. An additional study on fat cells from obese volunteers shows that as soon as 4 hours of incubation, we observe in the sinetrol XPO plate a significant increase in the release of glycerol. We know from the mechanism of action that for each glycerol, 3 free fatty acids have been released from the adipocyte. At the same time, more cyclic AMP being available since its transformation in AMP is stimulated by PDE. The mitochondrial density and therefore the expression of UCPs increases. An increase of the expression of UCP intensifies the rate of transformation of the free fatty acid into heat, which dissipates in the metabolism. This pathway helps to avoid the restoring of free fatty acids. The mechanism of beiging of the adipocyte through an increased level of mitochondrial UCP has also been proven. We have been measuring the mRNA expression of UCP on cellular model. In physiological condition or under the action of sinetrol, the results show that sinetrol increases the mRNA expression of UCP, explaining the intensified conversion of FFAs into heat. The action of sinetrol works with a two-steps action, boosting the release of the free fatty acid out from the adipose tissue and increasing the dissipation of free fatty acids as heat, leading to an increase of the resting energy expenditure. The basal metabolism increases by 180 kilocalories per day, plus 10%, under the action of sinetrol.
We have also been working on humans in clinical level, both pilot study and also pivotal study with a more important number of individuals per study. There we have demonstrated the benefits of sinetrol on the management of body weight and especially on the body fat mass. And for that we have been working with the main device that are relevant to study the body composition. We have been using a gold standard device, which is called DEXA. It's based on X-ray absorptiometry, and it can discriminate either the body fat, the body lean mass. We have been working on a different kind of population, overweight and obese, both genders, male and females, and also Caucasian and Asian. And we have measured that after the 16 weeks of supplementation, the individuals of the study were able to lose 2% of their body weight, and this was mainly on as body fat, minus 1.8 kg of body fat mass, which represent more than 5% of body fat mass lost during this period. When we go on the lean to fat mass ratio, which is the ratio between the body lean mass and the body fat mass, we can see that with sinetrol we are able to improve by more than 8% this ratio, which demonstrates that we have been able to recover normal body composition. Also with the index of central obesity, which is an indicator which is more relevant than the waist size only because it's the waist to age ratio, we can see that with sinetrol we have a significant reduction by minus 1.1%, while the placebo did not move. This index is particularly relevant because it represents the way the adipose tissue in the abdominal area is able to decrease. At the end of the studied period, we asked the volunteers to come back again 4 weeks after they stopped the supplementation. At this moment, we measure their body weight and especially their body composition with the DEXA technology. What was surprising for us was that 4 weeks after they stopped the supplementation, they continue to lose body weight and especially to lose body fat, more than 27% reduction from the end of the supplementation. So regarding the Asian study, what was an independent study, confirmed that the body weight loss during this clinical was mainly lost as body fat mass. This body fat mass was around minus 5% of the initial body fat, which is totally in phase with what we previously obtained in Caucasian population. So we can say that sinetrol is efficient in both Asian and Caucasian population, either in normal or even in a hypocaloric diet.
Wow, thank you Dr. Julien Cases for the explanation on sinetrol. Now, let's invite Mr. Harry to answer any remaining questions you might have.
Hello, all members around the world. Are you excited with the SCC Plus launching today? I am very happy with the launching today. It's so beautiful, so grand. Do you know a fact that actually our old SCC 15 have been sold more than 100,000 boxes around the world? And why are we doing this? To enhance, because so many people mistaken. They thought SCC 15 can be a weight loss product, but in fact, no. So we know the potential of this new SCC Plus because we added the fat burning effect and it tastes much complex, so much complicated, like you drinking red wine. You know, we drink red wine, you feel aftertaste, like bitterness, dry, spice. In SCC Plus, when you drink, it's not much fruity like SCC 15. You have a little bit of bitterness aftertaste. It's all because of the new ingredient, sinetrol. The new SCC Plus is much compact, but more powerful. Compact in terms of the boxes, the sachet. We have changed some of the powder into extract to make the sachet weight lighter, easier to carry, easier for shipping. But the powerful, the special ingredient that we added make the whole SCC become more complete. I'm sure you will feel it once you taste your first glass. So at the ending of this launching, I would like to thank all the members around the world for your support, for all your gratitude, all your effort to push this product. I will make sure this product will be all around the world at the first place. When you see this launching, the product is already on the way to your country, to your home. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot one thing. You know, we are already running production of SCC Plus. So if you have bought SCC 15, you might not receive SCC 15. The good news is we will replace SCC Plus with your SCC 15 without any charges, without any additional price. You will get the latest version of SCC Plus instead of SCC 15. But it depends on country. I'm not sure which country still have balance stock to clear. I'm not sure which country already out of stock, but those who out of stock, I'm sure you will receive SCC Plus at the first hand. Okay, this is the very good news, and everything in your registration, the login, the price, the shipping charges, all the same. But remember, more compact, more powerful. Thank you.